In an effort to be more eco-friendly, more and more people are planning green parties and events. Angela Prophet is a local event and wedding planner who has quite a background in green events. Number one, welcome to Talk of the Town today. When you go to an event, especially a big event, it's always fun to go and see everything that is there. But for those people who have been on cleanup detail, there's a lot of stuff that's left over after the fact. You've come up with ways, and that's a big trend too, is to come up with ways to be more eco-friendly, more green-friendly to our society.
Correct.
All right, and you've got a couple of great ideas here. So if you will, tell me about this, because this is very interesting here.
Yes. Well, when you go to an event, if you have a seating chart, you typically would get an escort card that tells you what table to sit at. And to eliminate use of paper, you can use recycled glass that has the table number and then the names, which tells you where to sit.
Okay. Now, in an event like you are an event planner. So for like the average Joe who's doing this, they may not necessarily have this in the garage, but you as an event planner would have something like this that you've been able to reuse over and over again.
Well, actually, I got the glass from a local salvage yard. So it actually is a DIY that anyone from home, you can get a special pen at Hobby Lobby and write the names on there, and it comes right off with Windex.
Oh, okay. All right, fantastic. Now, for folks who do need to use paper invitation, there are very cool things that are out, especially recycled paper. Tell me about the invitation, plus another cool one that you guys say people are doing now.
So there's a lot of lines now where they're eco-friendly, so which means the paper is recyclable. And then there's also lines where there's seeds inside of the paper so your guests can actually plant them.
So that would be cool. So this is not one, but if it was one that had seed inside of it, they would just take the whole invitation and plant it and kind of giving back that whole circle of life type of thing, all right?
Yes.
All right, and continuing with not using as much paper, electronic media, iPads and all that stuff are very big now. How can you use that in an event?
Well, the first thing you can do is utilize social media, and that lets guests know about the event paperless.
Okay.
And for instance, if you're doing a fundraiser for a silent auction, and if you win, you can actually go on, pay with your credit card, and then a receipt is emailed to you.
Oh, fantastic, fantastic. And I know some folks have gone in certain stores. For example, speaking of iPad, when you go to the iPad store, the Apple store, they don't give you a paper receipt. They want me to email it to you, and it's right there on your phone.
Exactly.
All right, so from this, let's go to different ways that we can use lighting and be eco-friendly there.
Yes. So lighting has really come a long way. The first example that I love is traditional banners that take a lot of paper, and usually you don't reuse them because you have the date. You can take this, it's somewhat of a stencil that you would put in a projector, like lens that projects your image or your logo or a monogram if you're a bride onto the wall, which you can use again if you need to, so it's very eco-friendly.
Oh yeah, so eco-friendly there, and then tell me about the candles there and the other banner that you have.
So the candles are made from soybean, and they can be locally harvested and grown organically, so they're recyclable, they're reusable, as well as, well, both candles. And then this is a table name for a recent corporate event that I planned for Wake Up Nashville for narcolepsy. Instead of utilizing paper that's not recyclable, we utilize cardboard, and it's a DIY project that you can do at home.
All right. So there are lots of great ideas out there, and people want more information, they can contact you, and we're going to put your information on our website.
Great.
Okay? So for more information on planning a green event, go to newschannel5.com, where we will link you to Angela's website. Still to come.